Hello, everyone. Now, we're going over chapter 5, so you're going to have to review the material and complete the module on your own time at your own pace. This is just an introduction to the chapter. It's the integument system, which is our most visible organ. What did you all think when you first saw me in class the very first day? I always ask my students that question during this particular lecture we're in class. Is the most visible organ make assumptions about ourselves, right? You probably thought I'm young. No, actually, I'm deceptively old. You probably noticed I'm not white, not black. I'm a brown color. So for this chapter, you're going to discover what causes our skin color, what composes the integument system. As my introductory slide, I have my daughters, Brenda Sophia here, and then my little Karina here. Of course, showing skin. They're babies, so that's allowed. All right, so going with the introduction to this chapter, what is the integument system? The integument system is composed of two structures, the epidermis and the dermis. We've talked about the epidermis already. The epi stands for above the dermis, and then the dermis is below. So the epidermis we've discussed previously, but this stratified squamous epithelial tissue has different cells with different names. The cells look differently, so they have different specialized function, which you'll discover as you go along and review the PowerPoint. So that's our epidermis. The second part of the integument system is the dermis. Dermis has two regions, the papillary layer and the reticular layer. Included in the integument system chapter, but not part of skin or the integument system, is a subcutaneous layer. That's the general anatomy of the integument system. In this module, you'll review the details that go along with the epidermis, the function of the epidermis, the different names of the cells of the epidermis. Different layers of the epidermis have different names. They're called strata. The dermis has different function and supports the epidermis. So you'll learn all of this while you go through the PowerPoint. Another thing you want to go over is what's the function of the epidermis. Remember, it's a most visible organ. It's an anatomic barrier. We talked about barriers. So it's a cutaneous membrane anatomic barrier, and as such, it offers lots of protection, which is a characteristic of epithelial tissue, right? The epidermis is stratified squamous epithelium. So it offers protection. Protection from what? From the harsh environment, the external environment, dryness, chemicals, bacteria. That's one of its functions, but it has more than that. It's involved with thermoregulation, regulating your body temperature. It's involved with vitamin D production, among other functions that you'll discover. So I hope you enjoy the chapter. It's a short chapter, and you find it amazing what your skin can do. And it's more than just how you look. It offers so much more.